Hey you guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and good morning to everyone. First of all, let me just say something. I want to apologize for not being able to go live last night or releasing this update video earlier. There was a power outage in my area, and I just wasn't able to get online or make this video until now. So it is past 5 a.m. now. We have had the day reset and everything. And let's look into this update. And also, I've spent some time, while the power was off, I spent some time on my phone doing a little bit of research, looking into a couple of things here. So let me lower this just a little bit more. All right, so let's take a look at this update, this notice, and I want to talk about a couple of things here. So illustrated KH2 Kairi within 5 pulls. Get an illustrated KH2 Kairi within 5 pulls. Illustrated KH2 Kairi, wow. Illustrated KH2 Kairi returns for 4 days. Not only is she guaranteed within 5 pulls, but your first pull from this deal will only cost 1500 jewels. Additionally, one tier 4 or higher epic metal is guaranteed. I thought tier 4s were called premium. Okay, alright, okay. Illustrated KH2 Kairi can be a huge lifesaver in a pinch. Low on HP after taking some big hits. Oh my goodness. This is like but wait, there's more. Low on HP after taking some big hits, not enough in your gauge for a special attack. Not only can her healing bring you back up, she restores 10 gauges, all for no cost. But wait, there's more. Don't need her for recovery, not to worry. Illustrated KH2 Kairi raises your PSM strength by 1 tier for 1 turn, as well as lowers the enemy's PSM defense, making her an amazing partner for any heavy hitting metal. Okay. We're gonna talk about her. Actually, we're gonna talk about her right now. So there's the banner. The 10 metal illustrated KH2 Kairi deal guarantees the following. You're guaranteed to receive an illustrated KH2 Kairi within 5 pulls. Your first pull will only cost 1500 jewels. Each pull will come with 1 tier 4 higher epic metal. The remaining 9 metals will be 5 star or higher rarity. Illustrated KH2 Kairi attribute magic, upright, special attack bonus tier 5. Special attack restores 10 gauges, greatly recovers HP, raises PSM strength by 1 tier for 1 turn, lowers PSM defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn, inflicts a fixed damage target all, gauge cost is 0. Alright, so let's talk about this metal. Is this a game-changing metal? Smurfin' Skippy, you better believe it is. It is. This is a seriously game-changing metal, guys. There are a few metals that I say is a game changer, and this is a game changer. Now, why is this a game changer? This is a game changer. To me, personally, for me, honestly, it's not really because of the PSM strength. I mean, that helps. That helps a lot, and we're going to get that into that in a second. But the restores 10 gauges right here. This restores 10 gauges for 0 cost is probably the part that for me makes it such a great game changer. This means that I can run very expensive metals in my Keyblade setup and still have enough to continue. For example, in just actually in a few hours, you guys are going to see my attempt at the high score challenge, and you guys are going to see that without again, big thanks to Rex Sadden for showing it can be done. I know a lot of us said it could, and we theorized it could, but he showed it. So yeah, so in the high score challenge, you guys saw my setup, which is this one. There you go. And if it wasn't for her, if it wasn't for illustrated KH2 Kairi and having those 10 gauges, this would not have been possible for me. It just wouldn't have been possible for me. So that is for me the part that makes her the most that's what makes it the first. That's like the first thing. That's like the first thing that makes her the most what's it called? Such a game-changing metal. All right, let's do this. I need to find an empty keyblade. There we go. Okay. So, boop and boop. Okay, that's what I want to do. All right. So, let's compare. No, sorry. I'm putting up game-changing metals here. I'm putting game-changing metals up in here, and they're okay. There we go. All right. Let's forget about her. We're just comparing these two right here. Okay. So let's compare again. What does this metal compare to the most? Because I know a lot of people are asking, well, the big question that I saw, the biggest question I saw last night when we saw this tweet go live was, who should I wait for? Should I pull for her, or should I wait? And that was the biggest question. So, and then the next thing people were saying, well, just wait for point 2 Kairi. Wait for point 2 Kairi. Don't waste your time on this Kairi. And let me explain why I don't think that's a good idea. This Kairi and point 2 Kairi are very different. Now, when we talk game-changing medals, we have seen other game-changing medals in the past. For example, we have H Nominee, game-changing medal. I don't have it here, but we can add it on. Illustrated Belle and Beast, game-changing medal because of what it can do. Even more of a game-changing medal if you were able to get if you were able to get double cast on it, which unfortunately I was not. One of the very first game-changing medals that we ever had was the first one, Illustrated Kairi. Man, Kairi always seems to, well, not every single Kairi, but they usually try and focus the game-changing dynamic around Kairi. So when we first got, she was the first one. Kairi was our first one, and she is still the only one that you can still pull. She is the only pullable one, the only continuously able that is still in the pool. In the pull. She's the only one that's still in there that you can still get and hopefully get that point. The double cast. So there's a lot of game-changing, there's not a lot. There are some game-changing medals that have come into the game. Jack and Sally was a game-changing medal, but that was because of a mistake. Because they, gave us the wrong information, or they had to release her the way that they had to release her. Okay, so who does Illustrated KH2 Kairi compare the most to? This is the problem, and this is why I don't like to compare her to Jack and Sally with the PSM up and down, because to me, what makes her the most game-changing is the 10 gauges. The 10 gauges for 0 cost makes her really, really awesome. The next part that makes her really awesome is the PSM up and down. So, raises PSM strength by 1 tier for 1 turn, and lowers PSM defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. We'll stop there. So who does that compare to? The only one that kind of compares to is Jack and Sally. Raises strength of all attributes by 1 tier for 2 turns. Lowers defense of all attributes. Lowers defense of all attributes of all targets by 1 tier for 2 turns. So that right there is the only comparable. The only thing that makes Jack and Sally better, well, no, not better. What makes Jack and Sally different from Illustrated KH2 Kairi is that Jack and Sally not only has that for 2 turns, but Jack and Sally then turns into a damage dealer, an AoE damage dealer. And if you were lucky enough to get attributed and get the aerial or ground defense, then Jack and Sally becomes an absolute death dealer. I mean, it becomes an incredibly powerful medal in that sense. So Jack and Sally not only is a buffer debuffer, but also a damage dealer. That is where Illustrated KH2 Kairi is not. That is where she is not. She is not a damage dealer. Why? Because she does the fixed damage. So, Illustrated KH2 Kairi is purely a support medal. She will buff and debuff, and she will give you those 10 gauges, which I think is amazing. Now, why is she not comparable to KH2 Kairi? Well, let's take a look at point 2 Kairi. Let's take a look at point 2 Kairi. There's point 2 Kairi. So point 2 Kairi, not thinking about the attribute, because we're not really looking at attributes right now. I mean, Illustrated KH2 Kairi is magic, and point 2 Kairi is going to be speed. But what makes point 2 Kairi so game changing? Let's take a look. So if she is released exactly the same as the JP version, her special is called Undying Hope. Raises strength by 6 tiers for 1 turn. Raises strength of all attributes by 1 tier for 1 turn. Lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. Lowers defense of all attributes of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. And greatly recovers HP. Alright, did we get all that? So they still have the greatly recover HP, and She also raises and lowers PSM. Okay, the only thing she does not do is she does not recover. She doesn't recover gauges. So, and okay, and she also lowers the what's it called? Where is it? Lowers defense. She lowers defense of all targets by 1 tier for 1 turn. Okay, so she is like the ultimate buffer debuffer. Okay. She is just amazing. She is just incredibly amazing. She is the ultimate buffer debuffer. She is kind of like, she's like a double regular illustrated Kairi with half of this Kairi without the gauges, and on top of it all, you also throw in there a lowers general defense down. So she's not comparable. They can be used in tandem. I mean, if I ever get point to Kairi, you better believe that I'm probably going to run a Tairi or an illustrated KH2 Kairi in the same setup. Why? Because I still want that gauge restore. I still want the 10 gauge restore. Definitely want that. And point to Kairi is going to come in to help me with just, yeah. So let's put it this way. Even if I were to pull today, and I were to get, where is she? Is she still here? Even if I were to pull like right now, and I were to get another illustrated Kairi, right? Let's say I get another illustrated Kairi, because okay, let's compare this. Why is she comparable to this? Well, illustrated Kairi, what's it called? Greatly recovers HP and raises strength by 3 tiers for 1 turn. So general strength, she goes up. Even if I were to pull another one of her right now, and she were to roll double cast, okay, she goes up 6. So she goes up to 6, and she is a greatly recovers HP. She still doesn't stack up to point to Kairi. Point to Kairi not only costs 1 less than her. Point to Kairi is going to be tier 5 and an all attribute. Point to Kairi is going to do, well, a little more damage actually than this Kairi. And all of the bonuses she has, like all of this that she has here, I mean, just this one right here, just this first line right here would be the exact same thing that this Kairi with double cast would do. And then she's got everything else. That is why point to Kairi is so incredibly awesome, and I really want her in my life. But we don't have her yet, and hopefully she is released soon, and hopefully she is released unnerfed. Having said that, let's take a look at this. So there it is, illustrated KH2 Kairi deal. First pull is 1500 jewels. All right, let's do it. Let's see what I get. Did I just click the right one? Oh, muffins, I hope I clicked the right one. I don't know if I clicked the right one or not. Ooh, reverse. All right, let's take a look here. So what I get? All right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So she's not orbed. So metals do not have a chance to come orbed in this one, huh? Or do they have a chance to come orbed? Actually, let me check my pull. Let me check the pull channels really fast. I don't think anyone has gotten. No, I don't think. Yeah. So you do have a chance of getting multiple tier 4s or tier 5s, but they are not going to come orbed. So that's the last part. So actually, this is actually pretty cool for me. Now let's see. It doesn't. Yeah, it goes up to 3. Okay, so it went back up to 3,000. So guys, be very careful. Please understand, it is not 1,500 for every single pull. It's just the first one. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to start pulling and then continue pulling. So, I guess the very last thing I need to talk about is it worth pulling right now? Well, if you have 1,500 jewels to get yourself a discounted tier 4, yeah, I think it is. And I'm looking at the pull channel right now, and some people have pulled 2, even 3 tier 4s or tier 5s. So congratulations to them. That's really awesome. Let's go look at Shion. Where is she? There she is. Okay, so I have 3 of them now. So hopefully one of these will give me double cast, actually. I'm really wanting an AoE double caster. So that would be really cool if one of them got me double cast. So is it worth pulling right now? Well, let's talk this way. If you already have her, I would say go ahead and pull once to get that discounted tier 4, okay? But I wouldn't keep pulling. Even gilted, I mean, she's better gilted. She does more damage gilted, but you don't really have to have her gilted. If you notice, that's why I kept mine separate. The only reason I would pull 4 more times would be to get another one to re-roll gilt and try and get a double cast trait on one of mine. But that would be the only reason. That would honestly be the only reason that I would roll, that I would try and go for it. But I don't think that's worth 12,000 jewels. I don't think she's worth having. You don't have to have her gilded. And my video will come out soon explaining what I think is a game-changing medal. And to be perfectly honest, you only need one. That's why she's such a great game-changing medal. That's why I think she's such an incredibly awesome game-changing medal, because you only have to have one. Now, if you don't have her and you have what it's 13,500 jewels laying around, yeah, this is a good chance to get her. I think this is a good chance to get her. If you have 13,500 jewels and you've been saving up your jewels and you're like, wait, I'm waiting for a good game-changing opportunity, this is a pretty good opportunity. This is a pretty good opportunity because you are going to get the guaranteed tier 4s. They aren't orb though. They aren't orb. So, you know, but it is a good opportunity to get her guarantee within 5 pulls. Now, is it worth waiting for 0.2 Kairi? Yeah, 0.2 Kairi is definitely waiting for her too. It's worth waiting for her. But remember, they are going to do 2 different things. 0.2 Kairi does not restore your gauges. Illustrated KH2 Kairi does. That's what makes her so awesome. You can run her in any setup and she will help you continue in your game. Remember though, she is still a pullable medal within the game. So even if you don't pull for her right now and you do wait for the 0.2 Kairi event, let's say for me, I'm saving up my jewels for 0.2 Kairi. So let's say when the 0.2 Kairi event and the banner does come out, you guys are going to see me pull a lot. It's very possible that within those pulls, if they maintain the guaranteed tier 4, it's possible I'm going to get more of her. So is it worth waiting till then? Well, it just depends how expensive your keyblades are right now. She will help you right now. If you need her right now, definitely worth pulling for her right now. If you want to wait, definitely keep waiting. So, gonna leave it there, guys. Game-changing medal for 5 pulls for 13,500 jewels. I kind of wish they would have just kept it 1,500 the whole thing, or made it 2,000 every single pull. You know, 10,000 jewels for her would have been very fair. And yeah, I hope this video helped, guys. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want me to start doing more videos like this, where I do the update videos, especially with pull banners, and I really deconstruct it. I deconstruct them by one, explain what the medal is and everything. It's kind of like a medal spotlight, but not really. You know what? This is a banner spotlight. You know what? This is a banner spotlight. Okay, we're going to call them that. So, thank you very much. Banner spotlight in comparison. That's what we're going to call them. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.